justice for the would-be justice? Let's talk. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein, and yes, I can be candid about my opinions on Donald Trump's selection of Brett Kavanaugh. And it's more about Trump than Kavanaugh. I think Trump should remove this justice pick. And it has nothing to do with the sexual allegations. The reason you should remove this man is that he has not been candid about how he would rule. That lost an opportunity right there about good jurisprudence, which Donald Trump has been called upon by conservatives to do. Stop hiding in a politically correct way in order to get confirmed. Eventually, it might not be you, the candid first justice, but Trump can run up a second, third, fourth. He can get more and more constitutional. I won't say that's conservative. Constitutional means I will literally interpret the Constitution the way it should be. That is in the Neil Gorsuch mold and Antonin Scalia and Clarence Thomas mold of original intent. Originalists will guide the court far better. Kavanaugh is afraid to say whether he's an originalist or not. He's afraid to say about hypothetical cases. You can't just say, well, it might come up in my actual work, because anything might come up. Take the hypothetical that you're asked by a Senate committee and answer it as is. It does not bias you if a very similar real case comes your way. You're just hiding. Now, Kavanaugh was worse than being close to the vest when he actually testified with a lie. That's another reason to stop letting elites get away with lies. Didn't Hillary Clinton teach us enough about elite liars? Here goes Brett Kavanaugh saying, I grew up in a city that was plagued by violent crime. Folks, he grew up in Bethesda, Maryland. His high school has a golf course on it. Bethesda is extremely tranquil. You don't say these things in public. You know better. Stop letting people get away with public lies. That's my reason for pulling this nomination if I were Donald Trump. Who would I nominate? Andrew Napolitano would be a tremendous pick. He really knows the Constitution. Didn't go to the most elite law school, so what? Or somebody who just has common sense and has been around justice for a while. I'd like it to be Judy Scheinlin. Yeah, that's Judge Judy. More common sense on display than anyone else in television. A Supreme Court appointment need not even be filled by a lawyer. Reasonable minds can interpret the Constitution. A couple of the early justices in the 1700s were not lawyers. It's fine. What you could have now is somebody with wisdom. I'd like to see Walter Williams. He would be my top pick. I wouldn't mind seeing Tom Sowell. I wouldn't mind seeing Larry Elder. I'd love to see Bush's secretary. That was Condoleezza Rice. None of them are lawyers. All of them exude wisdom. All of them can interpret the Constitution, and I expect would interpret it the way the framers asked. Those people who say, well, but it's 220 years since. If something is truly inapt for today, the framers envisioned that too, and have an amendment process by which we moderns are not stuck with the Constitution. It's not an easy process. Good. It shouldn't be easy to overturn long-standing precepts. But we have a mechanism so that a Constitution isn't a living, breathing, interpretable by the whims of some political appointees, but it is rigid until the people in 3/4 of the states deem it to be changed. Constitutional convention is another route. I am in favor of that, but not right away. We need more education across the board before we call a constitutional convention. All right, that's my thoughts. I hope we'll see a better nominee. There's plenty of them, okay? You can find plenty of conservative jurists. You don't have to dig in with this one, especially when you have on record a lie and the avoidance of any sort of controversy. It's not what I want in my justice. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein.